Hello and welcome to another vlog with me, Runs with Fire. As you may have noticed, my setting is slightly different from usual. I'm actually at home in the UK and using my nice new shiny webcam, which is all lovely. Don't get used to this because Mrs. Runz has already decided that she would quite like to use the webcam herself for her own vlog on makeup and nails and things and stuff like that. But yeah, twice I'm at home I get to use the webcam, which is all very nice. A little bit of autofocus, I'm still getting used to it. Right, try and be as quick as possible. Oh, just another thing, because I am at home, if you hear any loud squeals or crying, that is in fact my two small children beating 7 barrels of shit out of each other. I am starting to think that trying to encourage the eldest, George, to play rugby is probably a very bad idea, because now he likes to rugby tackle Alfie, the youngest one, which is awesome, except for the bleeding. That's obviously bad. Anyway, so news for this week, or the last couple of weeks actually, considering I've been a bit lax. First up, a very big congratulations to Jude Nye, who won the Mottled Drake competition for her fantastic My Little Pony character creation, and a brilliant, absolutely brilliant descriptive piece. Jude Knight, I'm really sorry I haven't got back to emailing you yet. Just obviously coming back home, and with all the DIY I'm forced to do, I've just not had chance to do very much. So on to the news for this week, and one of the more interesting things that has come out this week was on MMO Champion, which has found out that Blizzard has registered a trademark for the name Mists of Pandaria. I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here, very hurried scribbled notes. Now, this is obviously quite interesting. Blizzard did very much the same thing with the name Cataclysm way back in 2009. And so there's a lot of early speculation about whether this is in fact going to be the new expansion. It's far too early to say. Blizzard isn't beyond making false filings, put it that way, just to throw people off the scent. Particularly with the interest that's obviously displayed to World of Warcraft. But it's very interesting, and I like the idea that they're expanding the world of Azeroth, making it a much larger place. Now obviously it's a question about how the Pandaren are playing into this. You know, obviously Warcraft 3, the Pandaren were originally a joke race put in, and aside from little quests like Chen's Barrel and obviously the Pandaren Monk mini-pet and things like that, Blizzard has been very reluctant to actually put the Pandaren race into the game, despite the fact that they're incredibly popular. But, you know, they're popular because they're a bit of a joke race, you know. So I don't know, the question of whether we are really going to see this as a legitimate expansion. If they take it seriously, it could be a very good expansion. I like the idea of possibly, well, almost definitely a new continent if this is where it's going to go. But yeah, it's going to have to be done very well in order to make it seem like they're not just taking the Pandaren joke too far. You know, and also that leaves a lot of questions about the older places of the world of Azeroth, like, really, what's happening with Outlands? Surely we are due for another visit to Outlands. Again, the content is old. Not that it's bad content by any stretch. You know, I still quite enjoy Outlands. But, you know, in terms of storyline, continuity, that sort of thing, it really is time that Blizzard started to look to update that. Probably not this expansion, obviously, but the next expansion, I would certainly hope that they'd look to change that. Okay, so what else? Well, announcement, the BlizzCon virtual tickets are now on sale. They're for EU viewers. They are £24.99 in Great British pounds, because pounds are fantastically great. For EU players, they're €29.99. I'm afraid I don't know what they are in dollars at the moment, because I've just scribbled this down very quickly, but I imagine it's not far different. Probably about $30, $35 maybe, going by rough exchange rates. Okay, you get to see all the StarCraft 2 and World of Warcraft action. This includes the Blizzard Invitational, and Blizzard has announced the Invitational for BlizzCon. They've also announced the bracket system that's going to be in place. You can see that up on the EU website. I can hear my children screaming. They're obviously excited about BlizzCon. It's exciting stuff, obviously. Right, okay. Extremely exciting stuff, obviously. And yeah, if you go onto the EU website /BlizzCon, there's all the latest information there. The virtual tickets, however, you purchase them from the 2011 BlizzCon website. Okay, live stream all the action, and more importantly, if you're a bit of a pet collector like myself, you get all the digital goodies that come with BlizzCon tickets. So that will be the usual World of Warcraft mini pet, and for StarCraft 2 players, more than likely you'll get a StarCraft avatar character to use. Last year I think it was a Murloc Marine like Grunty, so I'll be hoping that they're going to do a Troll Marine or something similar this year, because I really like trolls, you may have guessed. Okay, so that's that. What else have we got? Tier 11 raids, obviously you are all aware that Tier 11 raids now give Valor points, and we did, my guild did an alt run, which I was very, very lucky to do. We did the whole of Tier 11 in one evening, literally 3 hours work. We downed Alakir, Nefarian, and the Cho'Gall. That's the name of the big ogre guy, Cho'Gall. We did all of them one evening, and Barradin Hold as well. Only the new buffs in Barradin Hold. So yes, 3 hours work for all of that. I think we ended up with about 365 Valor points or so. We didn't do all the bosses in Blackwing Descent. We'd already downed them. We just had Nefarian to do. So yeah, probably a few more Valor points out of that. Which is all good, and I heartily encourage Valor points for doing the old bosses, the old tier bosses. It gets more people doing them. Obviously they want real rewards for getting current level tier, current tier gear for the raiding in Firelands, obviously, and Valor points is the way to do it. And I think, yes, you should get perhaps a reduced number of Valor points for doing them, so big up to Blizzard for doing that. However, this still underlines, and this really exemplified this issue for me the other night, that the nerf of the Tier 11 content was not really necessary. We shouldn't, in my opinion, we shouldn't have been able to do all of those raids and complete them in one night. We weren't massively overgearing the tier. Like I say, it was an alt raid, so it was friends and family of the guild. So a couple of people on there with social level on their mains, such as myself. I think I'm like item level 361, so not massively outgearing all the stuff. And all the other alts, roughly around tier 11 content, so 359 gear, right there or thereabouts, with the exception of a couple of reputation rewards from the Molten Front. So, and yes, we managed to complete the whole thing in one evening. So it really, really makes me question whether that massive 25% nerf was really necessary. I know it was to encourage pugs. We were a guild run, and obviously we all knew the tactics because the progression raiders were there, so they all knew their stuff. But there's still a very, very serious question about whether that's necessary. Or at least in my mind it's a serious question. I like harder raiding content. I like the challenge personally. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe this is a good thing for you guys. You know, maybe you guys some of you guys out there are finally getting the chance to see this content which you haven't had a chance to see before. What else was there? Oh, Japan's relief pet. That raised more than $1.9 million. So, big up to Blizzard for that. That's fantastic news. Obviously, the tragedy that hit Japan and all the relief work, it's very much dropped out the news at the minute, which is typical of the new 24-hour news culture, you know. But it's good to see that people were still buying these pets, they're still donating to the Japan relief effort, and nearly $2 million for that. It's very worthwhile. And of course a new pet outlet, which if you're a pet hunter like me, is fantastic. And that is pretty much... Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. That's pretty much it. I was going to talk about Swifty's ban, but really it's past news and I'm already up to 11 minutes. I'm sorry it's a very breeze fast, but not very much time, and again small children squealing in the background is drawing my attention away. So yes, thank you very much for spending your time listening to me prattle on about stuff on Warcraft. I hope you found some of it useful. Just enough time to very quickly announce the winner of the last vlog competition. If you remember, I offered up a World of Warcraft raiding mug from Cafe Press, and that went to Castillo, one of my guildmates. And no, it wasn't a fix, there was only like 3 comments, so odds were in his favour. Hopefully more people will comment, more people will like. I'm not very big on this whole like me thing, because hey, let your conscience decide whether you want to like or not. However, it's all good juju for letting people see it and it popping up on YouTube so more people view and blah blah blah. Anyway, enough of my prattling. Hopefully you do like this, you'll give me a thumbs up and leave a nice comment, or leave a nasty comment, to which I will promptly ignore you, or or some other random insult about your mother or lineage or something, you know. And yeah, have a good one guys, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care.